My wife this, my wife that. Fucking come on, dude. Why don't you say something about us for once?
Yeah. Say something nice. Say something nice. Say something that you would tell your wife, but tell it to us.
Tell it to us right now.
Something I would tell
your wife,
my life partner.
Yeah.
Right. But you have to tell us.
And you feel equally is relatable to us.
And it has to feel genuine.
It has to feel genuine, dude.
Okay. Should I like reenact me coming home?
Yeah. I think so. I think that works for us.
Oh, you'd be drunk if this was real, so yeah.
Yeah. So be drunk. You also have to be drunk.
Right.
Ready?
Finally.
All right.
Okay. Here comes. All right, everyone. Here comes drunk Ari.
Coming home from work.
I heard the car. Car's pulling up, Andrew. Of course. There he is again.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, God. Stumbling in, huh?
Oh, I think I found the bar.
Yeah.
Okay.
You didn't leave the bar. The bar just followed you home.
Yeah. Okay.
House is a mess.
I think we said say something nice. He looks angry. Andrew, he looks angry. He's walking around. I certainly hope that's not what... Ari, that is not what you do to your wife.
You look beautiful today.
You look beautiful, honey.
Thank you.
We'll take that. We'll take a you look beautiful, honey. We'll take, say something nice.
I could do a... You want this, Andrew, right?
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Oh, he's doing it behind the back
maybe
hug.
I don't.
A classic partner hug.
No.
Just like her. Just like her.
That's weird.
Very relatable.
Oh, you're good.
You're good.
You're good at being my wife.
I feel like we're
disgusted.
I feel like we're feeling it. You know, we're equally feeling.
He really
like his wife.
Yeah, he really felt me.
He cares about us as much.
Yep.
As
his wife.
I think so.
Yes.
I don't think Ari really cares about anything. Is what I've.
Is that what we're gathering?
Beep boop bop bop. Computing.
I think he cares about this podcast.
Welcome back, everybody, to Couch Kids episode. Holy fucking shit, you two boners. Episode 80.
80.
Is that in the title? That's in the title of the episode?
Let's go back to calling people boners. I think it's funny.
Try it at
boner.
work. See what happens.
What are your favorite, like, off the
Boner.
cuff, like, like, what are your favorite, like,
insults?
Non-conventional insults. You know? I feel
interesting.
like Claude comes to mind.
Oh, Claude's a good one.
Fucking Claude.
Claude. you predictable idiot.
Nimrod.
Nimrod.
I like Goon. You fucking goons.
We're losing Goon, and it makes me sad.
Yeah.
I like goons. I like gooning.
Well,
Call me a gooner.
I feel
Big
like
gooner.
I feel like it's getting confused with gooning and gooner, but I feel like there's the classic, like we like the one from Step Brothers where it's like, you fucking goons.
Yeah.
You grabbed my pole, you fucking goons.
It's like, dude, that is the perfect use of goons.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's good.
I mean, we're not insulty people. We're not just going around
that's true.
throwing them. Andrew, maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
At me, or I throw shade at
of
people?
us, I feel like Andrew probably gets the most aggressive.
Yes. Loud.
Would you say publicly aggressive?
Publicly?
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
there it is. There it is.
He just came
There it is.
immediately.
0 to 60?
Publicly? You know, the time when I was in the movie theaters, maybe, Clem, you want to play back his clip where he talks about the theater goers?
Okay, well, no, I was justified. I was I did a polite, we're not going to rehash this. I did a very polite shush. That's what you get at the beginning.
You're right.
Shush.
And more people should be like you, to be honest, in a
Yes.
theater setting, because people are getting away with too much crazy in theaters.
That's where
you know
I
what I'm
go to
saying?
get away from this shit, man.
Exactly, yeah. I don't want to be reminded of fucking society when I go to a theater.
Yeah.
But I am.
Unfortunately.
It's gotten worse.
Cell phones. Yeah.
It's
Theater etiquette, baby.
It's gone, man.
Yeah.
Are there any... Speaking of theaters, Andrew,
Was that the
you went to the
sound?
movies.
Did you go to the movies?
Who'd you shush at this one?
A child. Yeah. Real small
They were
child.
like, I love Stitch. And Andrew was like,
Andrew said, hey, I love it if you'd shut the fuck up.
yeah. Some of us are trying to enjoy the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you please control your child?
I didn't know dogs were allowed in here. Put a muzzle on that thing.
Oh, that means fuck you.
Shut the fuck up. Andrew.
Or left behind.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you playing Stitch? No? Okay, then let me hear the actual actor.
That's great. Are you a small girl from Hawaii?
Yeah.
Doesn't look like it.
No. Why don't you
Aloha.
zip it, kid?
Aloha also means shut up.
I'm trying to watch a fucking movie.
You sound
Be like Captain Gantu and leave. Never, don't even.
Okay,
Wait,
all right. Now we're
okay.
gonna get into it.
All
You
right,
brought him up.
Okay.
Don't piss me off, dude. You brought him up.
Andrew,
Yeah.
you were so excited for this movie.
I wasn't so excited.
He went opening night. You just happened to go opening night.
Opening night. It was the second night.
Second night of Lilo and Stitch
You're
live
interested.
action, guys.
It's okay. There's
All
no
right,
shame.
Interested?
those listening,
I like Lilo and Stitch.
Andrew went to the
He
movies.
loves moneymakers.
We're gonna prod him about it because this will probably come out a few weeks after it's all settled. But for us, Ari and I have not gone. Andrew has gone to see Lilo and Stitch, the live action remake. That's
Jar Jar.
that's right. No, that's what he yells at them in it's an insult, correct?
Very good.
Oh,
Yeah.
It means,
so-
it means Claude.
Means
It means
Speaking of
boner.
insults, and you know, I feel like I have a lot of I've been reading a lot of people's takes about this movie online, and so
didn't even
and
know.
also in general, I'm not a big I don't want Disney to just take something that works perfect and fine as a 2D film and be like it needs to be live action. So anyway,
Let's hear
Andrew,
it. What did you
What's
think?
the takeaway, brother?
It's very safe.
Very safe?
It's exactly what you think it is.
Is it just like a kind of one for one?
It's more or less a one for one thing. I don't think it adds anything. I don't think it necessarily takes away anything. It's gonna make $1 billion.
Yeah,
But
Can I ask?
they already were talking about sequels, dude.
yeah.
There is no sequel. There's like a
There's
like the TV show.
there's
No, there's a TV show, so they could do an
that's right.
entire.
They do Lilo and Stitch too. It's like a stitch in my
Oh, you're right. There is
stitch
a-
in my snitch or whatever.
a glitch.
A glitch in my critch.
It's a
I
stitch
think
in
that's
the
it. No, I think
system.
you're right. It's a glitch
like-
in
it's
my
like-
critch.
It's yeah.
Critch sounds like a hate word.
It is.
Wait.
It's a glitch.
Andrew,
a glitch
let
in
me.
Stitch or something
Can
like
I
that.
ask you?
Yeah.
And I just want you to spoil it for me. Does Lilo and the little kid who plays Lilo, does she actually punch the girl in the face?
No, she doesn't.
See, bullshit.
So
Done.
then it does take something away.
Does take
from
it away,
it.
huh?
But for me,
she pushes her off the stage.
that's not enough.
That's not
Because for
enough.
me, when I watched Lilo and
They
Stitch
made
for
it
the
all
first
comedy.
time, that was the first time I saw a protagonist character, let alone a woman, smash another woman in the face, and it was fucking metal, and it was awesome.
metal.
And it made you immediately understand this character.
Yeah. It
A
also
push is not enough.
pushes her off the stage.
It's not enough.
And is it all cartoony? Like he goes and like
Does
a
she
banana
does she
peel.
float
Yeah.
in the air a bit and go leaps.
She holds up a sign that says, "I'm falling."
The punch was fucking awesome.
Yeah, the punch is cool, but
They're not gonna do it.
no, they didn't do it. They got rid of a couple things. They've streamlined a few things.
Tell me what are the things that stood out the most to you that they changed that were like,
Stitch
nah.
is human.
And you don't have to have a hard opinion. I just want to know.
So they changed. I guess spoilers for the new Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah.
Bubbles is from the beginning. He's a CIA agent in this movie.
So it's not a reveal.
It's the reveal is that he. Okay, so let me ask you this: in the animated movie, is it a reveal?
It's
that
a
he's
reveal
the
because at first he comes as family services for Lilo.
But I thought he really was a family service guy.
I think he is, but he was former.
Yeah, he's former.
I think
in
he's-
this movie, he's like, I'm just CIA, and in the middle of the movie, he's like, you need to put me like on a secret assignment, and then he pretends to be social services.
Oh, weird.
Yeah,
Kind of
it's
backwards.
It's odd.
Yeah, that's a backwards.
And then who's the alien lady in the beginning who's like, Stitch is out of control?
You mean
yeah.
like the queen alien?
Yeah, queen
The
alien.
Skinny, like weird looking.
Yeah,
queen
they
alien?
gave her some sexual tension with Bubbles
Really?
at the end of the movie.
Whoa.
It's very odd. If anybody sees it,
It's like coming on to him.
it's weird. They like handshake and then they hold on it for a long time of them like going back and forth. And then he just like he smiles and it's like sexually charged.
I would say in the animated one, I wouldn't say that they teased that they had like tension, but I would say that they teased that they had a former history of like working.
Yes,
together.
they did. They like knew
Yeah.
a coworker or
Oh, I
whatever.
see.
Yeah,
That's how at least the animated one feels like. But I don't know about this. It sounds like the live action one. It's like
that's sexy.
a eyebrow raiser. You
Yeah.
know,
He does the like tickling her wrist
Uh.
with the finger.
just please stop. I'm not letting go.
This is why they call me Cobra and whips out his,
That part's not animated.
No.
Yeah, that's
They
live
cut away
action,
on it.
baby.
That's real.
It happens off screen, but
I saw it in
cut
3D too. Yep.
Was it a packed theater
Pack theater.
full of kids?
Pack theater. The
Big
entire
laughs?
the mall was packed with kids.
Big laughs or
It was
crickets?
kind of nice. Everybody was wearing their Lilo and Stitch stuff. It's
cute.
cool. Yeah. I cosplayed as the shirtless guy holding an ice cream cone. So
Did you really?
no.
But,
Wouldn't hold
it would
it
have been
against
posted
him.
on the channel by now.
That's
if you
true.
did.
He would have. He would have loved it.
Yeah, so we'll give it a rating, brother. Give it a rating.
The Brooks.
Brookbuster official rating.
Give us the Brookbuster Gambit.
Yeah.
What is it?
6.5, 7,
6.5, huh?
7.
Yeah, that works.
It's just, it's what you think it is.
Okay, now
They're taken from the source.
Tell me.
Here's actually a huge change that they
Yeah.
made. Jumba, right?
Yeah.
Jumba talks like this, right? He's
No,
like,
no, they took it away.
He's like a Russian.
He's like a Russian guy.
Yeah.
It's just Zach Galifianakis' voice, and
it's
it's
Zach
that sucks, dude.
Galifianakis?
yeah, he plays the like human version of him, which works, but like they don't. Jumbo's all about this, and they do this. I have to get a Stitch.
Why can Gru get away with it?
I know.
But not Jumba, dude.
But not
Who
Jumba.
can get away?
Yeah.
Goyles.
Yeah.
So they changed. He doesn't have an accent, so
Great.
That's bullshit. Okay, you know what else is bullshit?
yeah.
I heard that they took out fucking Captain Gantu, dude.
Did
What the fuck? Who's the villain?
so
How
the
do you get rid of Captain Gantu?
Social
He's the main
services.
antagonist of the first one.
Social Services is the villain in the movie.
Shut the fuck up.
No. So what they did was they took him out, and in the beginning, the Queen was like,
Captain Gantu's on vacation. Stop.
no, she didn't say that, but she's like, you Jumba, you and Pleakley have to go get Stitch.
Okay.
That's your mission. So that's what it is.
They're the antagonists.
They're the antagonists. Yes.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Give me Gantu, dude. They could have put the whale shark man in there.
He's sick, dude.
Come on, dude.
He's, like,
He's
shredded.
sick.
He's
He's
hot.
shredded. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. What is that even from? There's
Do they
that
tease
image.
him?
No. There's not even like a post-credit tease with Gantu.
Why the? He literally.
He plays a role.
I know, and then in the series, so say they want to make sequels, right? In the series, he's like still on a mission. He's like, I'm fine, I can't get Stitch, but I'm gonna collect all the fucking like released experiments. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't. That's a huge miss for me. I don't know how. Like, I'm curious. I would love to pick Chris Sanders' mind. I guess he's just like, I got a paycheck. Like,
He does the voice again.
he does the voice again. Okay. I'm just like, bro, what? Where's your original concept, dude? Someone. Yeah.
Did he direct the live action one?
No.
Because I know the
different guy.
director, he went on social media and was like, I know people are mad about a lot of these changes. I just want you to know that I fucking tried.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, that's cool.
there was because one of the things is that the aliens don't cross-dress. And they're like aliens that are obviously like
Yeah.
aliens. Like, that's so funny. Like,
It
it
is
would have been
funny,
so funny
yeah.
if they just kept it. They turn into humans. And
He showed the concept art.
He showed concept art of it. He's like, I pitched it.
I tried, yeah.
They shot it down. So it's
It's
like,
pretty unbelievable once you bring it into, like, I don't know.
I think that'd be so funny if they just like.
Are you saying you kind of agree with the change, like in the movie, in the context of having seen the movie?
In the context of the movie, I don't disagree with all of the changes.
No.
I don't.
What
but
about
it's just,
the
like,
what about the
not-
Nani stuff?
What
What's
about the
Nani
Nani stuff?
I read a really good thread. Fuck, I wish I could give credit to this person who wrote it. There's this massive thread online that's kind of been going around.
You
on
could take credit
Instagram.
for it. You say you wrote
I
it.
should not take credit for it.
No.
There was just a good thread that like the 2D movie. A lot of it is about like loneliness and like like and someone explained that like part of it is, and I'm gonna butcher their whole explanation, but it's like Nani also
Your
is-
explanation now.
What? No.
It's yours. It's right there.
Nani is also lonely, and by the end, though, like they find that they can make it work like as a family. You know what I mean? Like, it's like about like
Have a
working it out.
family.
Yeah, they have a family, right?
Ohana.
Ohana means family, dude.
What does that mean?
And I heard that the remake changes that quite a bit by the end.
It's a little different
Yeah.
because they introduced she's going to college is like the
Yeah.
thing. It's like she's sacrificing going to college and staying at home with Lilo.
Yeah, so now it's like by the end, she's like, I ain't gonna sacrifice it anymore.
There's like a way out.
Crazy.
Yeah. So it's just not as
I like
it's not as
I like
tight.
how simple that it was. It was just like she has to like play the mom, but she's also just a teenager.
Yeah.
And that's like a huge thing, and it was great. It was solid. It was dark. It was pretty dark for like
It's pretty dark.
She punches a girl in the face. It ruled.
It's just funny. Yeah, it's funny how like
pull a
a
gun.
2D film. It's funny how the 2D cartoon film can have more like impactful themes.
Can feel more human.
Yeah, than the live action version, dude. Exactly.
It's almost like it's unnecessary.
It's exactly. It's
looking
like,
at you, How to Train Your fucking dick.
And also, like, it pisses me off that we live in an era still where like executives can't see the value of animation.
They see the value of money. No. I
want to go back to How to Train Your fucking dick because I'm now picturing what's his name, Snaggletooth. What the fuck's Hiccup? Hiccup going up to a giant penis in a cave and like
reaching to touch. Yeah,
his head bows to it.
I've trained this fucking dick.
It's a movie about your sexual awakening.
Yeah.
Oh, that's how to confront puberty.
That's like half the movie. It's thinking like, that was a close one.
How to Train Your Dragon is actually a strong allegory for hitting puberty. We want everyone to feel like they can approach this dragon.
We want you to be able to train your dragon.
Yeah.
So funny. I like watched the animated movie again. He's like, I'm so fucking. I just want to train. I'm a teenager. I'm gonna train so much. All I do is train at home.
I'm gonna train all over the place.
Whenever Astrid walks by, like Toothless is like, like erects,
perks up. Yeah.
All right, boy.
Turn to like this like little Pink Panther like
bottom.
Not
what I meant.
Well,
sounds like you had a fun time.
Yeah. Andrew celebrated it.
I didn't celebrate it. It's fine.
You should see his letterbox, you guys.
It's great. He told us, he's like, I like that they get more money.
No, why would I?
He said, guys, look.
Oh, Colton, what did he say? The other day he said the animation's easy.
He said animation's easy.
When the fuck did I say that?
He said animation's easy.
When did I say that? Were you talking about when I said animating, when I'm doing the animation? Wait, are you saying when I do the animation for the episodes?
It's Boner!
Captain Boner! Captain Boner! Captain Boner!
You distracted him. You won.
All right.
There you go.
Won that fight.
Well, I'm glad you got a good night out of it.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
Sounds like you had a great night supporting fucking Disney and their live action remake. Right after they finally agreed, they're like, you know what? It's not about the live action remake. You're right, you guys.
Unless
then Lilo and Stitch.
Okay, well, you also have to know that Stitch is the most popular character that Disney's like ever made.
It's true.
Commercially,
yeah.
You go into any fucking Home Goods, TJ Maxx, there is not an inch of that store that isn't covered by Stitch.
You're right. The kids love it, dude.
Facebook moms fucking love Stitch.
Is he in
Have you
Kingdom
sold
Hearts?
He is in Kingdom Hearts.
Ari, Ari, how do you not know this?
I can't remember.
You don't remember that? Oh, that we just
you go
recently
to Hawaii.
spent a whole
you go to the magical world of
No,
Hawaii.
he escapes prison, fucking in space, and then crash lands.
Jumba's in it.
Because
Tara.
Yeah, I remember the voice.
Yeah,
the voice is good.
Yeah,
we need the voice.
He's like, don't worry about.
Not practice.
Maybe heartless, not so evil.
Go ahead and use that bathroom.
Evil is so cool. Help me, please.
It is so cool.
I won't say the name of the restaurant, but we did learn that at one of the restaurants that we just went to, they might have been putting cameras in the bathroom. So
a male employee had put cameras in the women's restroom.
We didn't know this.
We didn't know this. And then we found out, and of course, we just kept making jokes about it. That like. They would keep telling us to go into the bathroom. They'd be like, all right, guys, if that's all you want, we'll bring out the waters. The bathroom right there. Go ahead and use the bathroom. And we're like, well, we're okay. You might want to use the bathroom.
I think we're going to use the bathroom.
I think I'm missing a toast. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. That's my bad. Why don't you just go ahead and use the bathroom?
Go ahead and use the bathroom.
You specifically. You look like you need to go. I think you should go.
I do need to go. Where is the bathroom? Not you.
They keep refilling your water. Like every time you take a sip.
Piss you out.
Yeah.
You have to go to the bathroom right now, don't you?
Yeah, we have this new crazy policy for the bathroom. You actually have to take all your clothes off. It's actually way more sanitary. We're finding.
It's actually COVID protocol.
Yeah, it's COVID protocol.
You go there and it's like a cinema camera just sticking out of the roof. Like,
you can hear the reel going as it's videotaping you.
There's a man cranking it.
Yeah.
Oh, there was a man cranking it. Don't you? All right, don't you worry.
I know you sent us a Snapchat.
I did send you guys a Snapchat of me in the bathroom
being recorded. He POV'd it like he was being recorded.
Like I was being recorded.
Us doing that? That's crazy.
That's crazy.
We would never do that.
So yeah, look
delicious,
out, guys.
Delicious place. Go check it out.
Yeah,
just use the bathroom.
Just be wary of certain
wary.
individuals in there
If they-
asking you to use the bathroom
They
multiple
try
times.
to lead you to your table and it ends up looking like a bathroom. It's not your table.
It's probably a
It's not
bathroom.
your table.
Yeah.
It might be a bathroom.
Run.
Run.
Hey, I have a hypothetical for you guys.
All right.
I have a hypothetical. Do you think, and I don't know how AI works, right?
Okay.
But in my head, I feel like if we all collectively agreed, like, we're going to fool AI, right?
Yeah.
Is like, do you think we could get away with convincing AI that people just naturally have penises on their head?
Yeah.
Like if you were like, so I'm saying like if we just, a lot of us, maybe we run some bots against it, you know what I mean? You say every time you're like generate an image of a human and it's like it does, then you're like, oh, you're missing the penis on the head. And then it's like humans don't have penises on the head. Then you're like, no, that's actually, no, you're wrong. Please correct the image.
Well, I think you can.
I was gonna say,
can.
do you
'Cause
think
it's all
that's
about sampling?
I don't know if you've ever seen like a Chat GPT conversation, but if they spit out something that's not a fact whatsoever, you'd be like, that's not true. And they go, you're right. Sorry. Here's what's the real, like, I feel like AI
they're like,
would
let me
just be
re-roll.
There's the famous, because like Google tried to implement the AI in the search results. You
It
remember
is.
that?
It's still there.
It's still there.
still
I think
there,
they're,
but
I think they're gonna separate it because of enough false information.
It's so bad.
But one
dude.
of the first ones that came out was someone being like, "Should I eat rocks?" And Google was like, "Yes, you
great
should.
source of iron.
You should definitely eat rocks." It's like
so-
right away.
So fucking funny, dude. I saw one the other day. Cursed Place. I was scrolling the old X. You know what I mean?
X
What?
videos.
Oh, Twitter.
No, not X videos, not XN, XX,
X hamster.
not X hamster.
Okay.
And you know how they have their own AI thing in there, and it was like
Yeah.
you can now people do this all the time. And it's fucking infuriating.
yeah.
What do
because
they
I
do?
think a lot of the people who are still on Twitter are like, a fair amount of them are probably like Elon heads. You know what I mean? Or like that are like all about this whole transition.
Musketeers.
The Musk.
Oh,
fuck.
I wish it wasn't
I
good.
hate that I like that. Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Wait, before you get into it, is X pretty barren now?
No, I would say that it's still. I mean, because like here's the problem.
I guess with people in our circle.
Here's the problem: is as an artist, I still like. I don't go on it as often as I had, and I've considered like deleting it before, and I've definitely like I've moved to Blue Sky and all that stuff, but I still feel like every time I open up X or Twitter, I find art from an artist that I've like never seen, or I'm like, oh my god, that's really good. Like,
Yeah.
It's good at finding
it
that stuff.
like I feel like whatever algorithm they have in there for, I don't know, for what like artists, it seems like it's still functions. And so I still see a lot of people who are like, I'm leaving X, blah, blah, blah. And then like all of a sudden they're posting there, and it's like, and I think they're getting way more views and circulation because I think that Twitter as an app has such a great function for like outreach. You know what I mean?
Blue Sky is nice, like it's clean, but
Yeah.
it's tiny. The audience is
very
still
tiny.
so
Yeah.
tiny.
It's
like,
still building.
I don't know what it would take to take down Twitter because Threads was supposed to be the Twitter killer.
Yeah, it did not.
And
did
Blue
not
Sky.
Twitter kill.
Blue Sky's the closest I've seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Threads was close.
Well, Threads had the highest growth in the shortest amount of time for an app ever.
Yeah.
And then it was just like immediately died.
It's just because it's like if you had Instagram,
You
you
just pressed a
had
button.
Threads. Like
Yeah.
that was a smart thing to do, and then they just like left it. I guess I don't know.
Oh, but so on Twitter they have that Gronk thing or whatever. So everyone's using
Gronk,
it, which
yeah.
is like the AI search thing.
okay.
So you can just reply. You can be like, Gronk, what is the answer to this? And it'll spit out
The
some
name
bullshit.
of it is
yeah,
Gronk?
it's or something. It's Grok, I think.
GROK, but it would be funny if it was
Hey, it's me, Gronk.
Peter.
And I saw one where it was like, because I followed an account that's just like cinema, like still shots or whatever, and someone was like, Gronk, what movie is this? And it was like, it was Margot Robbie, and it was definitely like a current movie. And Gronk was like, this looks like it's Predator from 1980 whatever. You know what I mean? I was like, what the fuck are you talking
just
about?
wrong.
Just
So if you-
blatantly wrong,
If
dude.
you go on Twitter, if there's anything that has to do with like politics,
Yeah.
whatever, the first thing you'll see, Grok,
what
is
is
this
this?
true? Is this true? And then it'll
Really?
spit out.
Oh
It's
my
supposed to
God.
spit out like it's supposed to spit out facts, but much like this podcast, we spit facts.
we spit
Only
exactly,
Grok.
guys.
Grok.
I was just baffled by it, and all the comments were like, Grok, what the fuck, dude? Like, it's like
idiot.
Yeah, and Grok was just like, I'm sorry, like jeez, like I do mess up sometimes. Like,
just kidding.
It's funny too because I read somewhere that
Jurassic Park.
What'd you say?
He can't figure it out.
As it keeps guessing.
Monsters Inc. I thought it was Monsters Inc.
That poor horny man that is just like, what movie is this? Tell me! I've watched Predator. I've watched Jurassic Park.
Listening to it. She's not in there.
She's not in it. Grok.
I gotta get my Grok off.
I gotta get my Groks off.
Yeah. Blue.
My Groks are. I got blue Groks.
I got blue Groks over here.
Oh, fucking, that was like the last thing it needed was Grok.
Yeah, dude. It's and also it's like, yeah, who's to say that Grok is not being fucking jammed full of whatever agenda they want? You know what I mean? It's like
what I liked about Twitter, and I think this happened after it was X, was there was like a warning that they would put on certain posts, especially political ones.
Yeah.
I don't think it was
they took
Grok.
that off completely.
That was
no
not
community
Grok.
notes.
Yeah, it would be like
Community
someone being
notes,
like this person
context.
Yeah, and then somebody would be like, context, this has been proven false. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I liked that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
then-
community notes is good.
Yeah, is
Beautiful.
but then now Grok's taken over.
No, there's both.
So who do I believe?
I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
Maybe you
anymore.
believe the robot.
No one believes anything anymore.
Gotcha. What if I upload an article about Grok? It says Grok's a liar, and then Grok's like, no.
Yes, you are, Grok.
No.
You should believe that you are. See, I like the idea that like we can gaslight AI into thinking that it's, you know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
no, Grok, you are a liar, and you need to own up to it.
You like give him a paradox that like breaks the supercomputer.
We take down Grok.
Yeah.
I think we can take down Grok.
I think we could.
I think Couch-O can take down Grok.
I think Couch-O could.
It's
just
like being like, Grok, is everything you say factual? Then Grok's like, yes. Then you could say like, say something wrong, and then
Okay.
go,
We'll ask Grok. Okay, then what is Couch-O? I'm like, Couch-O is
Couch-O's an old friend.
an old friend of mine.
Oh. I'm picturing it
No.
just like digitizes in like a Tron world, and then
Yeah.
they like, what does Grok look like? How do you picture Grok?
Dude, I picture Grok as like a little Star Trekky, you know, like you said, like pixelated, like a little Tronny. That makes sense to
I
me.
pictured him like the Thing
Yes.
from
Yes.
Fantastic Four. There's something because it's rock,
Yeah.
rock, but there's something so
It's
like
something kind of hunchy and big, and he's just
Yeah.
like, okay.
You know, like the original Bowser from the original live action.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
Oh.
picture. Like that
A
ugly,
human?
like green,
Whoa.
like human guy in a suit.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's me, Grok.
yeah.
I'm grokking you.
I'm grokking you.
Hey!
You grokking to me? You grokking to me?
Let's teach it to have a
You're not
fucking
grokking
attitude,
to anybody
dude.
else, so I know
Couch-O.
you're grokking to me. Sorry.
Couch-O.
Mhm.
No. Couch-O. How do you know Grok?
Grok and I were incubated in the first AI lab together.
Rubs his feet.
I get so
He
fucking
gets so
anxious.
agitated
I
during
hate it that I'm rubbing my feet together. dude.
Oh, is that what that was?
Yeah.
That noise?
That noise.
What is? Where
my
did you guys be?
nervous-
Sorry, I missed it. What did you say? Incubated?
They were incubated in the same AI program.
And we remember, guys. We collectively saw him in the window,
We saw
and
Couch-O.
we wanted him. Right.
Was Grok
And-
next to Couch-O that whole time?
Well, we definitely, our eyes were not drawn to Grok.
This is like
our eyes
Lo-
were drawn to Couch-O.
This is like Lotso hugging bear.
and we
Oh
went.
my
and
god. Yeah.
We picked up
Yeah, I
Couch-O,
want you
and we said we
anymore.
want Couch-O, and they were like, he's not done incubating yet, and we said, well, we think he is, and they were like,
Yeah.
you can't have it. So then remember we snuck in,
Yeah.
we did the whole like the heist.
Gotcha. The heist.
The
The
heist.
Couch-O heist.
Yeah.
We should get back to that
The
next
great
time.
Couch-O
Yeah.
heist.
Another day.
Another day we'll talk
Yeah.
about
We'll
the great couch
enlighten
heist.
you guys on the Couch-O heist. It's still a little like we can't talk about it too much because you know some of the court paperwork hasn't really
That's right. It could detain Couch-O, I guess.
come through. Yeah, so
Let's get off my back then.
I don't really. Well, no.
Get
'cause,
your
like,
hands off of me.
fucking pigs.
I pay your taxes.
All right. Dinner break. Bye. Woo!
Someone go check on Couch-O. Okay, Clem, cut in right here.
What?
Hawaiian roller coaster ride. All right, Andrew, take it away.
Is
Oh, I didn't know you. Is that the lyrics? To an untrained ear, I would be
It's
like,
convincing.
I was like, I'm
Listen
convinced.
to the whites.
To the untrained white.
To the untrained
So you're
white.
saying in the Burbank movie theater, you and the other
Me and the
whites
other
were, yeah.
100 whites in there.
we're
We're
all
like,
going-
hit it on the.
You're like
Just doing like the hula dance with like the
someone's like doing the spitting fire like in front of the screen.
a fucking roasted pig comes out.
Whoa! It's all just like your typical suburban Burbankian wearing a
someone's-
fucking button-up Hawaiian
Someone's
shirt.
juggling coconuts and like throwing them at a tree. Is that what it was like?
really
riding a surfboard
really
down the
gets
stairs.
people going, dude. Oh, jeez. Really, it's all the Disney adults too.
Oh,
so it's like
God.
just these like actual kids are trying to watch the movie.
There's a fucking luau happening in the back row.
Insufferable fucking Disney influencers.
The flame
Flame
batons.
sticks.
All whites.
It's like instead of like the chicken jockey, it's just like, I don't know, Stitch says like, ha, and everyone is like,
Someone lets pigs loose. Oh my god.
Chicken Jackie. Oh, Hannah.
I love
Oh, Hannah,
Dude,
me family.
They should have put Jack Black and Lilo and Stitch, dude. They put Jack Black in there, would have done gangbusters.
He would have been a better jump, I
Yeah.
think.
He would have been a great jumper.
Yeah.
I gotta steal.
fucking say what the fucking motherfucking say.
Experiment 626.
He would do like a little dance for sure.
Yeah.
We love him.
We do.
Friend of the
like-
cast, probably.
Probably.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Who's to say?
Dude,
Oh my
his
God.
son could be. You seen his son? I think his son is a Game Grumps fan.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
his
know
son's
that.
a big gamer, so they play games together. I think.
Jablinski Games, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Is that real?
That's his channel.
That's his,
Dude, you know what was nuts about a Jack Black interview for the Minecraft movie is he dropped during an interview they're like what what kind of research did you do or whatever, and he was like, I don't know, blah blah. I think he said something about he said you should watch, if you want to learn about video games or whatever, you should watch Video Game Donkey. And I
Oh,
was like,
yeah.
whoa,
That's so
that was
cool.
incredible.
That's
like
cool.
he's like, he's very funny and very informative, like Video Game Donkey. And I was
Wow.
just like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, dude, how honored would you be if you were like this? I mean, I guess Donkey's very popular, but like, I don't know. That's so cool. Jack Black giving you a shout out for your video game channel.
Hey, shout out Jack Black. If anybody hasn't checked out Jack Black's work, I highly recommend you looking at his filmography.
If you could get.
School of Rock, baby. He
You
said
get
that's
a-
his one movie.
Ooh. Wait, what do you mean?
He said, Jack Black said he could retire and not make another movie. He was like, I have my School of Rock. Is
That's
what he
cool.
said.
I think that is the quintessential Jack Black.
Yeah.
I think it's so
Magnum
fucking
opus.
good. It's so good.
Yeah.
This is magnum opus, and it's great. It's powerful message. I think it's cool.
That's cool.
Love it.
If you guys could get a famous person on the cast, who would you do? Jack Black?
Mia,
Dude,
Malkova?
that would be wild.
if we got Mia Khalifa on
Mia
the couch,
Khalifa on the cast, dude.
yeah,
Come on, man.
Hmm.
I'll
You know-
reach out.
Who's that?
Oh,
Who's that?
oh yeah,
Yeah, I don't.
yeah.
Doesn't
Have
ring
you,
a bell.
dude? Have you ever seen the videos where it's obviously set up for
Yes.
people to fail, but it's usually like girlfriends and their boyfriends, and
Oh,
they'll
yeah.
like go through and they're like name a celebrity you know, and they'll throw up a name, and it's like
say-
Eva Mendes, like
Say
Yeah.
whoever
Mar-
comes to mind first.
right,
Say
it's like
they're
Mia,
like a
Margot
celebrity
Robbie,
name.
and it goes Mia, and you could see every one of these dudes go
I've never Mia.
Mia.
I don't know any Mia.
Mamma Mia? Mamma Mia?
Oh, geez.
But yeah, it's just like they
So
rattle it.
funny,
It's
dude.
so fucking funny. Yeah, Angelina Jolie.
yeah,
dude.
they know.
Mia.
Yeah. I don't
Can't think of one.
Can't
think of a single one.
Oh my god.
Dude. I mean, I feel like Jack Black is a really good choice. He's no Mia Khalifa, but he's a good choice.
You hear that?
If we could get them both, that'd be great.
Well, yeah, we can get both of
Make
them
it
together.
happen.
That could be an interesting conversation. Like, yeah, what's
think
your
so.
what's your round table of celebrities? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dude. I feel like I like Jeff Bridges a lot. I feel like Jeff Bridges would be
wow.
cool.
Wow.
He's kind of
Legacy.
a character,
Legacy.
you know,
Yeah.
through a lot.
Did you say who you'd want?
Jake Johnson.
Who's that?
Oh.
He plays Nick on New Girl. But he's like a very funny guy.
Yeah.
I think he's like very improv-y.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he has his own podcast that I really like. He's very funny.
I like dude, I'm very drawn to Theo Vaughn's like
Theo Vaughn.
I don't know, like his energy as like a human being, you know what I mean? Just being like, he's very like simple, like curiosity mindset. Like, you know, I don't think he means any harm.
Yeah.
Like he's just a very, I don't know.
Timmy Chalamet.
Dude, Chalamet, he would be, I'm sure he'd be pretty interesting.
Supposedly extremely chill.
Yeah.
He used to do Xbox controller reviews on YouTube.
That's so
He
sick.
did?
Yeah, you can find them. They're still up.
That's so
That's
fun.
so cool.
Yeah, like IGN caught him at like a premiere, and they were like, "Do you still do Xbox controllers?" He's like, "Oh, dude, fucking deep cut, man.
Come on here, man.
No, I'm not really messing with the trigger mods anymore, man." Like he's like,
Yeah.
he's so like chill. You know?
That's cool.
He's my at least on my right.
He is our Lisa Anaglobi.
I saw a post of Henry Cavill recently, and I feel like Henry Cavill gets away with being like the hot nerd, you know? Like apparently he went to like a Warhammer like crafting.
He's a very big
Huge,
Warhammer
like,
guy.
Yeah.
He built his own PC on like Twitch.
Dude, he went to like a course. Like a sit-in like with people and like learn how to paint these things, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like he was just like there at this course with people, and I was like, damn, that is pretty cool. Like
Have you seen
I
the video
admire
of
that.
him making his like custom PC?
No.
It's so funny because it's like there's a billion of these videos of like nerds making PC,
Yeah.
but it's him and he's like in a tank top and he's jacked.
Yeah.
And he's the
Yeah.
most handsome dude ever, and he's just like got the Nvidia like
Yeah.
3070 and
Building it. That's so cool, man.
it's just like it's so chill.
That's like apparently his story too was like he almost missed the like was it Superman call because he was playing Warcraft.
Really?
Yeah,
It's so funny.
he was like, or it might have been Witcher. It's one of them.
He was,
It's
like,
either
doing
Superman or
something,
Witcher,
yeah.
but there's one where he like ignored the call because he was like finishing a raid on like Warcraft.
Yeah.
And then he got up and he's like, "Oh shit!" Dude, also respect him for I think his Geralt is like is a very good Geralt in the first 2 seasons of The Witcher, and then I think they replaced him, and I have not watched.
Because he had a lot of
Oh,
notes. That was like the
'cause
whole
they-
story.
They got the Hemsworth to
Yeah.
replace him, and apparently it's awful.
I bet it is because
So
that
awful.
he had notes that were like good. They were like,
Yeah.
I read
This
the
is
books.
not
This is
like
the
the-
intent. You
yeah.
know what I mean? Like you need to do it this way.
I think he
And,
left.
yeah,
I think he's
he
like,
went.
I'm not doing this.
Yeah,
What a dude.
I think
Get
he
him
was
on
like.
the pod.
Let's get him on the pod.
See, I feel like we could get some dirt out of him on that.
I mean, we're kind of big for that. I don't really want like small guests.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I don't want them to feel like,
Like you have to
right.
like cater to this big thing.
Exactly.
You know?
Like I don't want them to feel pressured to come on.
Yeah, I like want them. Like I'm always like for helping the little guy,
Right.
but I don't know. Like that's not really our.
It's
vibe.
kind of a step down for us.
kind of a step down. Like because we had
We're about growing right now,
we had
and
Sammy, and it's like
it's true.
we had Clem, we had Sammy, Sofa Sisters, like
Yeah.
Henry Cap.
Oh
What?
God,
What?
I don't even want to think about the numbers. How badly that would do.
No.
Tank.
You think there's actually a celebrity we could convince?
To come on?
Like I feel like there's a way. Like
I think we could get like a voice actor. I feel like
no,
I don't think we could
I'm
get
trying
like
to think of like
a
there must
celebrity.
be like a.
You thinking like a Gambit that we
I
could
feel
pull?
like there's a gambit that could happen if you like ask the right way
Yeah.
for the right person at the right time. Like,
Yep.
if you hit somebody up on Instagram, you're like, I know this is off. I record a studio in an apartment in Burbank.
I think-
Michael
you know what the
Cera, you
angle
want
is,
to come
dude?
chill? And I feel like someone would say yes.
I think so too.
You know what the angle is, dude? We invite him to a drunk history of Kingdom Hearts or whatever,
Yeah.
and they think that they're participating in the drunk history. Just like the bar already confused us for
yeah.
the drunk history channel. You know what I mean?
lying.
I think that's
Lying.
the angle, dude.
Yes.
We just we're like, technically we didn't lie. We expressed what we do. It's just they misinterpreted it as the show.
I do feel like there might be a celebrity that would read that message and be like, fucking that's hysterical. I'll go on this
think so.
tiny podcast.
It's got to be like somebody rooted in comedy. Though.
Yeah.
Like
Fucking, we saw recently, All American Rejects are doing house parties.
They
dude,
are.
across the country.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking cool.
So
maybe they won't
all right, maybe we'll start reaching out to
They
celebrities.
will say
Just
All
cold
American
call.
Rejects will say there's a party happening and it's just us filming drunk history.
your tactic is lying.
No,
I've noticed.
No.
It's just telling somebody it's one thing.
Because you gonna say that it's not a party when we're filming Drunk History? It's got beer.
I thought you were gonna say that they just come onto the show and try to fit all of their equipment into
They
this
play a
room,
show.
and they play "Move Along."
They could
Full
talking.
volume.
Yeah.
While we're trying.
Welcome
While
back,
we're
guys.
trying to record, when all you gotta keep is strong.
So, like, what kind of food would you guys want to? I feel like there's somebody. I feel like there's.
I think so too.
I don't know. I don't know exactly who it'd be.
It'd be mutually beneficial
Like
because
somebody
people.
who's like I feel like Elijah Wood would do it.
Yeah.
Dude, he's a goat. He's a goat, dude.
But it's like just to
Good man.
get him. It's like Elijah Wood.
What
would
do we
play.
got to do?
I don't know. You got to like.
Maybe he's got to watch our show. Maybe he's a big fan of Kingdom Hearts.
Maybe if we find out a celebrity watched a Drunk History, could be funny.
That'd be sick.
It's possible. There's 60,000 people that have watched it. One of those has to be Elijah Wood.
At least,
One of them has to,
statistically.
At least one of them has to be Elijah Wood.
dude.
I think statistically that's the case.
I
He's such
statistically,
a chill dude.
I
man.
looked at it once where I was like, oh, 60,000. That's great. I was like, what percent of the Earth's population has seen our video? And it's obviously like
fraction.
it's like 0.0001%.
Yeah.
I'm like, fucking
Nice.
awesome.
We'll take it.
That's awesome.
Hell
It's
yeah.
like I feel like if you approach it in the sense of like you're like this will not get you any press. Like this will benefit you 0%. We just think it'd be funny. Like somebody might
Someone will
match.
take
You
the
know?
bait, huh?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna start reaching out to huge celebrities.
We already got our first
Guys.
sponsor rejection, so that's pretty cool.
That's huge.
That's huge.
Second,
Oh, did you hear back?
well, Johnny Pops.
Oh,
Oh
okay,
yeah,
that's
Johnny
true.
Pops
Johnny
rejected
back.
us.
Yeah.
MeUndies rejected
Have not
us.
heard back from MeUndies.
Okay,
Nope.
maybe they'll get back to you.
Maybe.
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 We're all about it. Guys, let us know in the comments who we should have on the pod.
Who do you want?
We're gonna try to make it work.
We'll make it
We'll make
happen.
it happen.
We're
And-
we're people pleasers.
Yeah. Who would be the most interesting person you can think of that would fit with the Couch Kids dynamics? Guys, come on.
Shot in the dark, like a Mia Khalifa
Probably.
type person,
Mia
maybe. I
Khalifa
don't know.
type person, probably like a person. Yeah,
Like,
Yo,
yeah.
it's the gooniest episode we've ever done.
No.
The Goonies.
Do we got a question of the week, dudes?
All right, Couch-O, want to roll that question of the week song?
Okay. Here we go. Question of the week.
Oh, so if we're rolling along with music,
Yeah.
I had a question for you guys. So if you had to, let's call it 3 albums.
Rolling by Limp Bizkit.
3 albums. 3 times.
Correct.
Rolling by Limp Bizkit 3 times. If you had to pick an album that covered your childhood,
Oh, I love it.
your like teen, college, and then now,
Yeah.
like what would be
Rolling
the
by Limp Bizkit 3 times in a row.
3
Yeah,
times?
ask a harder
Just
question,
keeps
brother.
rolling. Is there an album that you feel like?
Oh, rolling, baby. Okay, keep going.
Is there an album that you feel like represents each of those like time periods for you? Like either as a kid or
Yeah.
like teenager or whatever. Like pick 3 eras of your life and essentially like choose an album
Yes.
for it.
Middle-
I would love to hear audiences' answers
Yeah.
as well.
Give us new albums.
Yeah, give us some new
All right, okay,
albums.
how about this? Let's go with childhood, early like
Start with
teens.
childhood.
We'll start childhood, early
Childhood,
teens.
early teens. Okay.
Mine is childhood, early teens. Mine is commit this to memory. Motion City
Motion
soundtrack.
City.
Oh,
Yes.
I was
Yeah.
like the Kingdom Hearts soundtrack.
Commit this to
It
memory.
was like Kingdom Hearts soundtrack.
That Axel.
Yeah.
yeah. Got it memorized. It's definitely commit this to memory. Motion City soundtrack. I have a lot of good memories
Ooh, I like
with
that
my
one.
childhood associated with that album.
Yes.
That's cool.
Yeah. I have one. I specifically to throw some imagery out there. I have this one.
Childhood.
This one night with my
Child
friend.
Colton.
My friend, where we were in his room at night and we couldn't fall asleep, so we were just yapping. And then he turned on the music like super low because it was like at night and the parents were asleep, but you can't be awake. And then he had this like those globes that turn and they have the different colored lights on them.
Yeah.
You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah.
So he lit the room up with that.
Wow.
And so we were just listening to the album back to back to back while like looking at these like this glowing light in the room and just like yapping until we
Very,
passed out.
very
you know what I
core
mean?
memory.
It was very like childlike memory. That was cool.
I like that. That's cool.
Yeah.
What would we classify childhood?
I would say until like 13, 14.
Yeah.
Like I would go like I would even say like high school, I guess you could
Yeah.
count. Because I feel like college is a very specific time and very specific. It's like
I think about my first iPod in middle school, which was the old Nano, the first Nano, the like tall rectangle. I loved that thing. I think it got stolen, which was really sad. But I'm trying to remember like what I had on it. I think it was like American Idiot. Was on it. And
American Idiot's great.
That was one of my like all timers. Yeah. And then I also really liked listening to the Beatles on it too, because my mom was a huge Beatles fan. So then I remember like hearing
it's a deep cut.
Yeah, I mean small band, but but it was like I really only liked the greatest hits. I never went past anything like where they're like listen to the full like Rubber Soul album, and it's like just weird noises of like Paul and Ringo grunting.
Was that the ad before the it was the Beatles begging you to listen to the Revolver's kind of weird. Listen to some of that. I think you'd like it.
You know what's kind of funny? It's literally the same thing, but I've noticed on Spotify some artists do, and specifically shout out to Prince Daddy and the Hyenas. That's a band, and on their Spotify, they right now, if you click on like the album that they got like big on, if you click on like one of those songs, you know how like you can put like a reel in the background now on Spotify?
Oh yeah.
Now they have a reel that will like show their latest album and say, please, this album is much better. Like we're making like cool. This music is better than this old stuff. Like we appreciate that you like this, but please go listen to our new stuff.
That's like the video.
Yeah, that's the video playing on like their classics that have like so millions of views. You know,
like a QR code up or something.
That's so funny.
Like their album that like did really really well, and then they're like trying to do new stuff or like different stuff, and I guess it's just not clicking as much, but. They're like, please listen to this album.
We're more than just Abbey Road. Please, please listen to the rest. Please listen to the rest of it. please.
But yeah, I liked definitely American Idiot.
Yeah.
And then AFI, which is like
Miss Murder.
It was December Underground, and then Sing the Sorrow. Those two albums were.
What about Panic at the Disco?
Fucking favorite.
Dude, I did like a Fever You Can't Sweat Out. Fuck me up.
Is that the one? No. Under the Cork Tree.
That's mine.
That's the sheep on it.
No, that's Infinity on High.
That was my first album by them, and I liked that one a lot.
Okay, so my answer is actually from Under the Cork Tree, Fall Out Boy. That was the first album that I was like, I like music.
Yeah.
And this is my kind of music. But like that was the album that like I listened to start to finish. I knew all the words.
For the memory.
And that like changed became a lifelong Fall Out Boy fan. Yeah. Forever. So
what's the order there in terms of albums? Like
it's Take This to Your Grave is first. That's like Saturday and the fucking Grand Theft Autumn. That's the first one. That's their like indie one. That's the blue cover.
Yeah,
and they're like sitting down. Then it's Under the Cork Tree, Infinity on High, and then Fully Adieu? Am I missing one in between?
Under the Cork Tree has the bear on it.
No, Under the Cork Tree, the bear is Fully Adieu. Under the Cork Tree is like, it looks like it's like a theater, and it's like people are watching.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's brown.
It's not the sheep?
No, the sheep is Infinity on High.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting it.
Yeah, This Ain't a Scene. That's Infinity on
High. Okay.
I don't know any of them. So my silence is me sitting here being like,
Yeah, I got on the Fall Out Boy a little late, and then I went back to Cork Tree, and I was like, oh, this is the good stuff.
Yeah.
Like, this is where
that's Dance Dance. That's Sugar We're Going Down. That's the meat and potatoes.
Thanks for Memories is Infinity on High. Yeah, that was my favorite.
Yeah. Thanks for the memories.
Thanks.
Shout out Mia Khalifa again.
Love her.
Another
fan of the pod.
Another quick shout out to Mia.
That was a good. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And now
that's mine.
That's childhood.
That's childhood. Early. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Early puberty.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now the second part. I guess we'll call it college. It's like older. We'll call it late high school, college, maybe even post college.
That one's stumping me, man. Yeah.
I like that. Okay.
Because I feel I had a million different albums.
Dude, I think that's when I started doing my like experimental thing with guys.
Sexuality.
No, yeah, it was like that.
pregnant pause. I just had a war flashback.
You didn't deny.
I guess I'll just start. But it's like in college is when I really started to like listen to different music, and that's when Spotify took over.
Yeah.
So then the like radio function was really good.
Yeah.
And Discover Weekly was like.
Yep.
And in college, and I have all these playlists. Every season, I made a new playlist. So I'd do like fall 2014.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool.
Like spring 2014. And I would just, any song that I like, I would drag it into. So I have all these like chunks of things. But if I had to boil it down to one album that really fucking changed my life, I think it was the Front Bottoms album. Probably Talon of the Hawk. That one. Because before that, I was listening to like pop punk, Blink-182, Green Day, like all the time.
I'm surprised Blink didn't make it in there for you.
Blink was I was a little late bloomer on Blink, but I would say Blink was like my teenage years.
What's
like,
funny is
my,
I
like,
associate
high school.
Blink now mostly with my past like 3 years, which is funny because of like you guys and
Yeah, like
our adventures.
Green Day was definitely like the starting point. But then I quickly moved to Blink. But yeah, Front Bottoms are like they're like an East Coast kind of emo band, but the lead singer sings kind of like Tom from Blink. So it was like
Very yodely almost.
very yodely,
Like,
a lot of like voice cracking. It's not good, but like there's something really charming about it. But then that led me down like, my emo music route and like indie music route. So love them.
Bet you missed the White Album, don't you, Ari?
Hey, come on back.
Come on back,
This one's called
Ari.
Revolution 45.
Revolution.
It's 45 seconds of John crumping.
Yes.
Just noises of it. Jolly good.
It's good. I like that.
Yoko.
It's a good one. Yoko. Come back. Anyway, I went through a bunch of sexual experiences as
Awakenings.
well. Awakenings as well. No,
right.
but I feel like with college, it was my introduction to like music festivals and like trying to figure all that shit out. Cause I still listen to the music that I listened to growing. I still listen to anything Fall Out Boy.
Dude, it comes back after a while and you're like, fuck, I'm just going to enjoy this.
Colton just reintroduced Divorced Dad Rock.
That's right.
Yeah.
My whole weekend.
Divorced Dad Rock bangers, dude.
My whole weekend is going to be filled with that. Like, that's what that is. But I feel like in college.
Lips of an Angel.
I feel like I had pretty crappy millennial. I have very crappy music
same
taste. I recognize that. No, I know who I am. And I feel like it was like insufferable white. Mumford and Sons.
Insufferable white.
Mumford and Sons. I was like way into that. Lumineers.
You go to Home Depot looking for your paint. Insufferable
They call that,
white.
you know what they call that, Andrew? they call it ho hey rock.
Dude, I was at college. I unfortunately
love the Ho
fucked
Hey
with the
Rock.
Ho Hey Rock.
Dude, we also both fucked with Imagine Dragons.
Yes.
First album?
Fucking, it's good.
You also both fuck with Ghost.
No.
It's gonna be mine for later. I fucking love Ghost. Actually, no, their new album's terrible, but
Andrew loved it.
I do love it. But I was very
good stuff.
Ho Hey Rock.
Dude,
like there's like the shit that like the guy is now like we are young, and I was like, I'm like that sucks because I like
clap.
I just like
Stomp clap.
because in college I was just like fuck yeah man, like this is who I am.
Dude,
Free
I mean,
love and
I got
spirit.
into that like the Phoenix era of like indie rock.
You know what? I will say that too. Like more pop, like of Monsters and Men.
Dude, that album's really good.
I love that album. That's a good one. Monsters. And then there's like the opposite end where there's Edward Sharpe and the Magnetic Zeros, and it's
Edward
like
Sharpe.
Home, where halfway through the song they're just like, well, I remember when I fell out of a window and I busted my butt and I was sitting in the
That is my least favorite thing in any kind of song. If you all of a sudden break down into like slam poetry, I'm just
Colton,
like,
you're gonna love this song. Home, and then she's
when
like,
you were sitting in the back of the tree, bleeding your head out,
exactly
you're
what you're
all
talking
falling
about, and I
deep, deep
hate
in love
it.
with you.
and I didn't tell you just now. Yeah, shit like that, man. I was just like, fuck
love
yeah.
that song.
It's a good song. And Walk the Moon.
Stand.
I was the first Walk the Moon album. And the second one.
What is their big first album song? Not Shut Up and Dance With Me. What's before that?
Lisa Ann. It was I think it was like called
It's like a name.
It's literally okay, so it's not Lisa. It's not Lisa. Was it Gianna
names.
Michaels? You know what's funny? Because I like
shit,
listened to it
it's
recently
killing me.
because I was just like, God, these fucking songs are so good. Walk the Moon, Lisa Baby. and Anna Sun.
Anna Sun.
So Lisa.
I mean, I can't really blame you that much for like
Anna Sun was a big one, but I
This house is falling apart. Yeah.
dude, I loved that band so much.
You know who else?
Sing it to me, baby.
It's
Hoot and Holler? What is it?
It's a bit hoot. It's oh man, I can't even think of the tune now.
What does the album look like? What's the cover art?
It's
Come on,
man. Just give me a second. Fuck.
Keep going.
I'm gonna hoot. I'm gonna holler. I'm gonna stomp. I'm gonna clap.
Commit this to memory.
The more we talk,
Like
the
Matt and
further.
Kim.
The more we talk, the further we go away
gets
from
away.
it.
Matt and Kim, like it's about out into daylight. Like, okay, if you
Matt and Kim, oh my god,
if you played like the xylophone in your
Yeah.
song, I was like, fuck yes, that is fucking great.
Neon trees.
Neon trees.
You know Neon trees?
Yeah, of course
yeah.
I do.
Dude, fucking neon trees.
Fits in the tantrums.
Fits in the tantrum. That was another one.
You are out of my league. I told you, insufferable white.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Dude, Neon Trees was my fucking. Oh, he looks bad.
Yeah. Arcade Fire, Karen O.
Did not fuck with Arcade Fire.
Oh.
Unfortunately, that was outside of me.
Okay. I'd like for it to be inside of you. Maybe one
Light
day.
the fire.
I'll, Colton?
I feel it's so funny. I don't know if any of the other listeners are late, but sometimes I get lost. Music I am not like well versed in, so like I get completely
But
lost.
it's you. But it's like your Ari and I like.
We have very
Yeah.
different things.
Like
but
what
there's
was you
overlap.
like? What
Oh
was
no,
your,
I just meant like listening to you guys talk about that kind of music. Like I'm like I don't know like half the words you're saying.
Those were like the radio hits.
Yeah.
too,
I would say so. The first thing that came to mind for me was like junior college years. I had a it was like my stoner phase. So I had a huge like we were always listening to some kind of like ska reggae like pop, you know what I mean? Like so I have like I have a weird playlist that like is very nostalgic and comforting for me. That's like
just like Bob Marley.
no, not like that far. It's
Who's broke my leg in the lesson drink?
dude, that shit is so funny.
God damn, what's his name? I broke my leg in the pit.
Yeah.
Oh, that was Reliant K.
Reliant
Reliant
K.
K that we were talking about.
Not
yeah.
really a ska.
No.
That one song
No,
is.
but that one song is randomly very ska. So like, there's a band called Dispatch that their most famous song is "The General."
Okay.
Like Susto, Cosmic Cowboy, Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Red Hot
Red Chili Peppers.
Yeah.
311.
Yeah, 311. The Expendables, dude.
Oasis.
I said
Oasis is awesome.
I packed this bowl for two. that's the
Wow.
Expendables.
Man.
Pepper.
I'm just like picturing him in like college.
Yeah.
Like, with,
Reds.
I mean,
With the
dude,
Well, I was junior college. I was on a water polo team, and everyone on the water polo team, they all just smoked pot all day. Like,
Yeah.
And we lived in this apartment complex across the street from the school, the junior college. So like before class, after class, like it didn't matter. And so like you just go to any one of those apartments, and someone would just be sitting there like just like out of their mind, listening to this like very chill music.
Yeah.
Iration was another one that's
We're in
like
your
very
chill
cool.
phase, dude.
Yeah, it was
Damn,
my
dude.
chiller phase. And then I really like this band. I've played for you guys before, Zox, and specifically, there's a song that I really like that I associate. It's like got to be like one of my top favorite songs of all time. Is "Little More Time" by Zox.
Cool.
Give me just a little more time.
Did you like God damn it, I lost it.
M83.
Shit. M83, the airplanes? No.
No.
No,
No,
wait.
that's MIA.
MIA. M83 is
Dun, 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 dun. It's not Owl City. Fuck.
Owl City.
Midnight City.
Midnight City.
You would not believe your eyes if 10,000 fireflies.
Dude.
That's a good one.
Owl City.
So guys, let us know what music you were listening to, dude.
Yeah,
Give us
and
some
tell
new
us.
tunes to check out.
All right.
That could be a very cool comment section.
So how about the last one?
Oh, last one.
Current. Like if you were to say like from post college till now, that's like another 10 years.
I said mine right now. It's very much the Midwest emo phase that I feel like Ari specifically has introduced me to. And then when we went to when we were young,
Yep.
we got like I felt like seeing Blink there and like having been like listening to Blink and that like pop punk thing.
Just fun, dude.
Yeah, I
Just
started
high
having
energy.
Yeah, I
It's
started
like-
having a lot of
makes
fun
you
with that
feel
shit.
young and
Yeah.
it's just good.
Very fun.
Are young.
That's right.
Oh no, that's fun, isn't it?
Oh
I think I know that. Fun.
We are young and Train.
Train. Hey, soul sister.
Yeah, I didn't like them as much.
No,
though.
the one song was like catchy, but then
So yeah, I would say right now mine is the Midwest emo, Blink 182, all that good fun stuff.
it's really cool, man.
Dude, Saturdays at Your Place.
I was
Everyone go listen to
just
Saturdays
about
at Your
to say,
Place, man.
You love Saturdays at Your
I
Place.
fucking love them.
Yeah.
That album is fire.
They're like probably one of the best current like Midwest emo.
Yeah.
Like they're fucking so solid. It's crazy.
Listen to Tarot Cards by Saturdays at Your Place, y'all.
Yeah.
That is such a good banger.
It's definitely got a lot of like pop punk influence for sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What about you guys?
I think post college is where I started trying to find more like deep cuts, and I was like feeling very hipstery, and I was like, oh, I'm not gonna listen to like new Death Cab. I'm gonna listen to like first album Death Cab. But then that's probably one of my favorite albums of all time. If I ever get a tattoo, it's gonna be the boat on the first album of Death Cab for Cutie, because I love it so goddamn much. So then I started doing that with like other bands, and then I started looking into like bands that influenced the bands I like. So then I was like, oh, like Death Cab really is influenced by like Pavement. So I was listening to Pavement and Built for Spill, which are like 90s, like kind of like grungy kind of bands. And I think that like I was in a huge like old indie phase, and I felt very cool.
You
and,
lost
like,
your fucking roots, dude. Come back to Fits in the Ditch.
I was gonna say the White Album.
The White.
Come back, Corey, please.
Yeah. In many ways, we're the White Album,
the
and you also are listening to White Album, the insufferable White Album.
It's a lot. Yeah, so it was a lot of. It was like I felt very full of myself, because I was like, I'm listening to like fucking indie hipster music. But then in reality, I look back on it and I was like, those were very popular albums, and they still are. I'm talking about Death Cab for Cutie, one of the most popular like indie bands. But then I think nowadays I'm listening to a lot of Blink 182. I'm just like pulling up old albums I can run all the way through.
Yeah.
Now, I found an old like 2010s indie playlist. Like Churches is on it.
God damn.
Like some Belle and Sebastian was on it. Like just a lot of like fun stuff like that. I'm kind of in my like
LCD sound system.
yeah. You don't like 7-minute songs of a track being built up where it goes New York.
No, I can't say that I do.
New York, I love you.
New York, I love you.
But you're bringing me down.
And then
Play that at your
instrument.
wedding?
It's like, oh, no, I'm not playing New York, I love you.
love-
I know
I
that
love
fucking
that song.
song. I know you do.
It's so fun.
New York, I love you. But you're bringing me down.
I know.
It's like Kermit.
They have
I know. I love it. I love it.
See,
Randy Newman, guys.
that gets fucking people going,
Randy
man.
Newman gets the people going.
I hate. Oh God, I hate.
I'm in my nostalgia phase. I am revisiting the olds.
That's
'cause
nice.
It feels good. Yeah.
Welcome back, Ori.
Not you.
Dude.
God damn it.
Quick shout out to another band though that I've been listening to is Slow Joy. I really like Slow Joy. They dropped an album recently and it's very good. There's a couple good songs on there that are like unique and kind of like
Quite
a more
slowly.
like it's a
Slow.
slow joy. It's just like the name, dude. It's like
Not
it's like
fast.
I like them and it makes me happy, but it's also like a little more like tonally like it's slower and it's
I did turn. I just looked at you. You are wearing your Rasta hat, and I thought that was very
The
cool.
voice.
Very cool.
No, I put that life behind me, guys. Come on.
Idiot.
Those junior college years. Come on.
Mine, unfortunately, I don't really listen to them as much like right now. But if I were to define, it's unfortunate for Ari. It is Ghost.
Yeah.
It was a band that
Carrie Underwood.
Ari mentioned. We were at the studio once, and he was like, "My roommate used to fucking listen to this
So
dumb
funny.
band called Ghost."
Stupid
Is it
band.
Did I introduce it to you by bringing this
Yep.
up?
Yes,
Was I the inception for
Yeah.
it?
yes, you are.
For my own torture?
Yes, you. It is because
Fuck.
it's because you brought up Ghost.
Yeah.
That's why Streisand affected myself?
You
Yeah.
did.
Fuck.
Because what happened was you said I hate it so much, so then I immediately pulled
like,
it up
"Oh, I
and I was
gotta
like,
find
"Let me
out."
listen to
Like,
this
how bad
shit."
could this be?
Fucking rocks.
Fucking loved it.
So it's like the music.
Andrew loves it.
It's when
dude.
you're just like fucking have to listen to it all day.
Yeah.
And the dude you're listening it to is like, he's just a fucking drag, and it's blasting
I
in the
get it.
living room, and it's like I can't escape goddamn Ghost. And
Well, it's like
every
it's like
time
a form
I'm
of
like,
torture, dude. I get it.
he's like, you know the thing about this album. I'm like, I don't care.
I
He's
don't
like,
care.
well, they have a new pope like every single. No, he's explaining the lore to me.
The lore of ghosts,
now
dude.
Andrew's going through the same.
But
thing.
Andrew's so susceptible to like a fucking niche lore dump of like, you know what I mean, like ZZZ or like Kingdom Hearts.
You give me
you give him
there's
bullshit to sift through, and he
that
will
is a
do it.
band.
will do it in
That is a band
spades.
with like fucking lore too. It's not just a simple band that like plays
Yes,
music.
the first album was
fine.
Papa Emeritus 1.
It's fine. It's fine.
Papa Emeritus
And
2.
part of it
we're
is
drawing a line.
Part of it is because he
They're all-
likes this.
I do like this.
He
But it's
enjoys
fine.
this
They're-
part where he gets to mansplain it to you. And
It turns out,
Sandra's favorite
actually, we
thing.
learned that recently in a chapter video that they're all brothers with Papa Nihil, which is the patriarch of it, who is
Bullshit.
Sister Imperator.
You
You know,
sound like a fool.
they had twins actually.
Shut up.
Papa Emeritus 4.
Shut up!
Who's actually Cardinal Copia.
Who's actually related to Smosh, so you brought up a good point.
Until he rose up to
The most insufferable person.
I know.
Yeah.
Dude,
So-
my mom gave me that with country music. Like,
Nice.
I grew up listening to in the back of every fucking car. It was just whatever the trend country music was. Every Tim McGraw album you could ever fucking think of, any Kenny Chesney bullshit. And I listened to all of it, and God, it drove me off the edge. And it was only recently where like I can now withstand some country music. Like there's some things where I'll be like, okay, that's I understand. I get it.
Moonshine in the Trunk, baby.
Dude, Moonshine in the Trunk,
I like that
dude,
one.
that is a good one, guys. Some little Brad Paisley for you, y'all.
That's a punk song.
There's
disguised
also
as a country song.
A sick band called that my brother introduced me to. That's Y'alternative. That is Dexter.
Y'alternative.
It's Dexter and the Moonrocks, dude.
Whoa.
It's very cool. They're like, it's got like an alternative vibe, but it's got a little country twang to it. But it works out. Like
Ow! Hey y'all.
you hear like just like in the back.
Yeah.
That was a big dump of music, y'all.
Pre-Cal by Ghost. Listen to that one. It's fucking good. Rats and Dance Macabre.
No, you get one.
Everyone that made it
That's
this
the album.
far.
It's
Get one.
Pre-Cal.
Say the name.
Pre-Cal.
Everybody, drop your albums. We want to hear them, unless it's Ghost. We don't
Dude,
want to hear
'cause,
that.
yeah, it'll get us through the week, dude.
Check it
I
out.
love checking out like a music
Nice.
thing through the week, you know,
A
while I'm
long
working.
lore video about
Give us a long lore video.
the Papas. And right now, Papa 5, it's not.
He's not doing good from what I hear.
Papa 5 is not doing so well.
And what would that be about, Andrew?
No, Colton, stop. We have to end the episode.
Okay, let's end it.
So Sister Imperator.
All right, Andrew, where can they find us?
Was actually
Colton, where can they find us?
They can find us at couchkidspodcast@gmail.com. Also, Couch Kids Podcast on Instagram, Twitter, not Twitter, but
which
TikTok,
is different
maybe.
from the lineage
And
that we currently have.
also, you can get us on Patreon. If you go to
I'll
find
do
us on
it.
Patreon.
To Patreon, Patreon,
Right, which is Papa
Dodge,
Emeritus
Swizzle,
1,
Swizzle,
2,
in the
3.
Uber, and
That's
the
right, Ari.
Couch Kids.
Yeah.
Right, and people
And
love
what do you
Papa
get?
3, but
Join
unfortunately
the $5 tier, you get a nice little sticky, and you get a postcard. $1 tier, you get access to all the
Papas were
videos.
murdered,
Yeah.
We do
Cardinal
chip clips. We
Copia
talk about it
could
after.
come
Extended
and,
Kingdom Hearts.
Extended
he was
Kingdom
the-
Hearts, and that's
he was
important
the
too.
leader
It helps
of
support
Ghost
us, and
for-
we're going to do more for you.
And right now, we're going to
for
jump
one
into the
album,
chip
and
clips.
then
So
he
we do about
rose
10
up
minutes of
after
after hours,
after
and we
the
post it on
death.
our Patreon.
Papa
We'll see you
Nihil.
there.
All right,
Papa
don't be a
Nihil
grouch. Be on a couch and listen to
died.
Ghosts. Bye.
One more year, Couch Kids.
So that